Have you ever wondered why a simple comment from your partner can trigger an intense emotional reaction? Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of emotional triggers in relationships. Understanding these triggers can transform your interactions and bring more peace and connection into your life. Let's get started and uncover how to identify and manage these emotional landmines. Emotional triggers are specific experiences, words, or situations that provoke a strong emotional reaction. These reactions often stem from unresolved past experiences or deep-seated beliefs. For example, if you had a critical parent growing up, a partner's innocent remark might trigger feelings of inadequacy or defensiveness. Common examples of emotional triggers include feeling criticized, ignored, or rejected. These triggers can vary widely from one person to the other, influenced by their unique histories and emotional wounds. But why do emotional triggers occur? They arise from our subconscious mind, bringing up emotions tied to past traumas or significant life events. Recognizing these triggers is the first step toward managing them and maintaining healthier relationships. Identifying your emotional triggers is essential for understanding and managing your reactions. Here are some steps to help you pinpoint what sets off your emotional responses. Number 1, pay attention to physical responses. Notice how your body reacts in certain situations. Do you feel a knot in your stomach, a racing heart, or sudden tensions? These physical cues can indicate an emotional trigger. Number 2, observe emotional reactions. Reflect on moments when you felt a strong emotional response such as anger, sadness, or anxiety. What was happening at that time? Who were you with? Identifying patterns can help reveal your triggers. Number 3, reflect on past experiences. Think about your past experiences and how they might influence your current reactions. For instance, if you felt abandoned in childhood, you might be more sensitive to perceived rejection in your relationships. Number 4, journal your feelings. Keeping a journal of your emotions and the situations that trigger them can provide valuable insights. Write down your thoughts and feelings when you experience a strong reaction and look for recurring themes. By paying attention to these signs and reflecting on your past, you can gain a deeper understanding of your emotional triggers and start to manage them more effectively. Emotional triggers can significantly impact our relationships, often in ways we don't immediately recognize. Here is how. Number 1, affecting communication. When triggered, you might react defensively, shut down, or lash out. This can lead to misunderstandings and ineffective communication with your partner. For example, if criticism is a trigger for you, a simple suggestion from your partner might be perceived as a personal attack, leading to an argument because he wouldn't see that you are triggered. Instead, he will get confused seeing it as if you were overreacting, which will lead to Number 2, creating emotional distance. Repeated triggering and the resulting conflicts can create emotional distance between partners. This distance can erode trust and intimacy, making it harder to connect and understand each other. Number 3, reinforcing negative patterns. Emotional triggers can create a cycle of negative interactions. For instance, if one's partner's anger triggers the other's withdrawal, this pattern can repeat, leading to a breakdown in communication and connection over time. Number 4, impact on mental health. Constantly dealing with emotional triggers can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. The emotional toll can affect not only the relationship but also each partner's individual well-being. Understanding these impacts is crucial. It highlights the importance of recognizing and addressing emotional triggers to foster healthier and more resilient relationships. By being aware of how triggers influence your interactions, you can take steps to break negative cycles and build a stronger, more supportive connection with your partner. Managing your emotional triggers involves a combination of self-awareness, mindfulness, and practical strategies. Here is how you can start. Number 1, practice self-awareness. The first step in managing triggers is recognizing when you are being triggered. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and physical reactions. Self-awareness helps you understand what sets you off and why. Number 2, mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness involves staying present and fully experiencing your emotions without judgment. Practices such as deep breathing, meditation, and grounding exercises can help you stay calm and centered when you feel triggered. For example, taking a few deep breaths can help you pause and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This practice is very helpful because it calms your nervous system, who when triggered goes to survival mode, the famous fight or flight response. By grounding yourself and breathing, you calm your nervous system because this mindfulness will allow you to stay in the present moment and notice that actually there is no need to fight or flight. The trigger is a past meaning you gave to similar situations which led to defensiveness that now is not relevant because you are aware of the triggers and how they work. You see what I mean? Number 3, develop coping strategies. Identify and practice strategies that help you manage your emotions. This could include taking a walk, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend. Find what works best for you to de-escalate your emotional responses. This practice reinforces the previous one and helps you find your calmness and mental clarity. Number 4, set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries to protect yourself from situations or behaviors that trigger you. Communicate these boundaries with your partner to ensure mutual respect and understanding. Number 5, engage in self-care. Regular self-care practices can help you maintain emotional balance. This includes getting enough sleep, eating healthy, exercising, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Moreover, self-care or self-compassion is fundamental because recognizing and coping with emotional triggers does not mean to ignore them, but to acknowledge them. When we are having a trigger, as far as it seems exaggerated on the outside, on the inside it is important. So don't ignore it or avoid it. Acknowledge it, observe it, and question it. The goal is to redimension those emotional reactions, to process them better, and to rewrite them consciously. Number 6, seek professional help. If emotional triggers are overwhelming and difficult to manage, consider seeking help from a therapist or a counselor. Professional guidance can provide you with tools and techniques to handle your triggers more effectively. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can manage your emotional triggers more effectively, leading to healthier and more harmonious relationships. Open and honest communication with your partner about your emotional triggers is essential for a healthy relationship. We all have emotional triggers, we all have past experiences, beliefs, defensive mechanisms that get us to give meaning to the situations. This is how the human brain functions no matter who you are. So talking about it is only good. If your partner never heard about emotional triggers, it will help him understand his own triggers. If he already knows it, it will be a constructive exchange. In all ways, triggers shouldn't be avoided or feared. Instead, they should be acknowledged and validated. And here are 7 ways to approach these conversations. Number 1, choose the right time. Find a calm and neutral time to discuss your triggers, away from any current conflicts or high emotions. This ensures that both you and your partner are in a better state to listen and understand. Number 2, express your feelings clearly. Use I statements to explain how you feel when triggered. For example, say, I feel overwhelmed when, instead of you make me feel, ta-da-da. This focuses on your experience rather than blaming your partner, which can help reduce defensiveness and increase empathy and understanding. Number 3, explain the why. Share the underlying reasons for your triggers. For example, if feeling ignored is a trigger, explain how past experiences have contributed to this sensitivity. Understanding the why can help your partner empathize with your reactions. Number 4, listen actively. Encourage your partner to share their perspective and listen without interrupting. Active listening involves giving your full attention, acknowledging, validating, and respecting their feelings, and reflecting back what you've heard to ensure understanding. Number 5, be empathetic. Show empathy and understanding towards your partner's feelings and triggers as well. Recognizing that both of you have emotional sensitivities can foster mutual support and compassion. Number 6, set boundaries together. Discuss and agree on boundaries that respect each other's triggers. For example, if criticism is a trigger, you might agree to communicate feedback in a more constructive and gentle manner. Number 7, practice patience. Changing how you respond to triggers takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and your partner as you both work towards better understanding and managing your emotional responses. By communicating openly and empathetically about your emotional triggers, you can strengthen your relationship, build trust, and create a more supportive and understanding environment. Overcoming emotional triggers in a relationship requires cooperation and mutual support. Here are 7 strategies to work together effectively. Number 1, build trust and understanding. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Be open and honest with your partner about your feelings and experiences. Trust that your partner is not intentionally trying to hurt you and that they want to understand and support you. Number 2, collaborate on solutions. Work together to find solutions that help both partners feel safe and supported. This might involve developing new communication strategies, agreeing on times out when discussing gets heated, or finding ways to reassure each other during triggering situations. Number 3, develop coping mechanisms together. Create a toolkit of coping mechanisms that you can use when either of you is triggered. These could include taking deep breaths together, stepping away for a few minutes to cool down, or using a pre-agreed signal to pause the conversation and regroup. Number 4, reinforce positive behaviors. Acknowledge and appreciate when your partner makes an effort to respect your triggers and boundaries. Positive reinforcement helps encourage continued supportive behavior and strengthens your bond. Number 5, engage in joint activities. Spend quality time together doing activities that both of you enjoy and find relaxing. This helps build positive experiences and associations, reinforcing your emotional connection and resilience. Number 6, seek professional guidance. If triggers are causing significant challenges in your relationship, consider seeking help from a therapist or a counselor. Couples therapy can provide a safe space to explore your triggers and learn effective strategies for managing them together. Number 7, commit to ongoing efforts. Overcoming emotional triggers is an ongoing process. Commit to continuous improvement and support each other along the way. Regular check-ins about your emotional well-being and relationship dynamics can help maintain progress and address new issues as they arise. By working together to overcome emotional triggers, you can create a stronger, more resilient relationship. Mutual support, understanding, and effort are key to navigating these challenges and fostering a loving and harmonious connection. Understanding and managing emotional triggers is essential for healthy relationships. By recognizing your triggers, communicating openly with your partner, and working together on solutions, you can create a more harmonious and fulfilling connection. Here are the key points to remember. Identify your triggers. Pay attention to physical and emotional cues and reflect on past experiences to understand what triggers you. Understand the impact. Recognize how triggers affect your communication and relationship dynamics. Manage your triggers. Practice self-awareness, mindfulness, and develop coping strategies to handle emotional reactions. Communicate openly. Have honest conversations with your partner about your triggers and listen empathetically to their experiences. Work together. Build trust, collaborate on solutions, and support each other in overcoming emotional triggers. Thank you for joining me today on Case Calm Kit. I hope these insights help you navigate your relationships with more serenity and understanding. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on finding calm in your daily life. And for more strategies to manage stress, check out our video Transform Stress into Power, linked in the description and the end screen. It is tailored to help you cope with stress in effective and productive ways. Also, explore our Mindfulness Tools playlist, your first step toward calm and clarity. Links are in the description below and the end screen. See you in the next video. Much love.